Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Don's Barbershop. Founded over 8 decades ago by his grandfather, today, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Corey Andes. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, here is Chris Rojas. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Alan Olivas. Here is Mike England with your instructions.
Okay, fellas, give you instructions in the dressing room. You got any questions, sir? Any questions here? Touch them up right there. God bless you. Come out fight. Push it.
Both these guys 0-0 heading into their pro careers, but no strangers to the cage, but want to get their pro careers started off on the right foot with a victory.
Rojas looking to measure out the range with his lead hand.
Nice inside leg kick to start out.
Alan Olivas coming in with a big head kick, looking to get in on the hips. Rojas' hips looked very strong there. Getting back clear from the grasps of Olivas. Olivas looking to fight the hands to relieve the pressure on the front headlock and come up to his feet. Rojas throws a hard body kick. Olivas answers back, but that lets Rojas enter in on a deep takedown up on the fence. Rojas able to elevate and score the takedown. Alan Olivas looking to reach over on the arm. Gets to all fours, looking to control the hands. Rojas lands some short hooks there, as you saw, as he's taking the back. Riding the hips pretty strong here. Olivas seems to be stuck on the mat here. Now with the foot on the mat, Olivas can look to press off the floor and get up to his feet.
Yeah, you can kind of use that cage to keep him from getting around to get that other hook in so he can work back up. Seems to be what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, and Rojas is aggressive on the neck with that right arm. Olivas looking to control one of the hands. It's really difficult to get a choke, a fight-ending choke with one arm. So if you control one, you can allow the other one to get a little bit risky. It looked like that was what was going on there.
Olivas able to use it to get back to his feet. See if he can avoid the secondary takedown of Rojas. Knees to the thigh here.
Yeah, that'll cramp up the old thigh. Oh.
Olivas trying to turn in, but that pressure of Rojas is just too much.
Yeah, if you notice Olivas, when he's making like 180 switches from his back being on the fence to his chest being on the fence, Rojas is looking to score in those transitions of locking his hands and clasping for the double leg.
Olivas trying to wrap around the neck here.
Olivas doing a good job at not making these takedowns easy and making him work for it. Rojas is extremely busy. He's relentless. He's just looking and looking and looking for offense.
He's able to finally grab the hips down there of Olivas, but Olivas is quick to try to bounce back to his feet.
Olivas doing a good job at using a switch to create space, looking to get his knees to the mat.
Yeah, and he's not settling in any position. He's constantly trying to move, trying to work back up, and now he's in on the legs of Rojas.
Hard elbows from Rojas, which makes Olivas just grit even harder for this takedown. He's a little more urgent on it this time. Olivas scooping the legs up. Rojas doing a good job at framing on the head and creating space. He's strong and long.
Trying to circle around to the back, and he does.
This is a really technical grappling bout here. Rojas doing a good job at riding, being smart, not riding too high, anticipating the explosions of Alan Olivas to where he can find a good spot, and he lands a big elbow on the break, and Olivas is brawling with him. Olivas is able to get his hits back, and he's on a guillotine.
He's looking to roll for the Anaconda.
Alan Olivas aggressive in this front headlock here.
Now they're back at distance, and this has to be an exhausting fight so far with this clinch pressure and scrambles constantly.
Yeah, now it looks to be Olivas the one pressing forward here. And Olivas with the pace. And Alan Olivas is landing sledgehammers there.
Now in top position, and they've kind of settled down here now. They're not up against the cage, not popping back up to the feet quite as easy. And Olivas looking to take advantage of this control in the top position.
Rojas with an underhook, looking to get to a hip to create space. Olivas looking to take the back and land short hooks as he does. This is just a roll, a reversal of the roles here. We were just watching Rojas do this to Olivas for the majority of the round, and now we flip-flop spots here. Whether it's knee in the hips, knee in the body, right in the back. And now it's Rojas with the beautiful defense, hips back, heavy on the head. Both guys have showed success offensively in the wrestling and showed success defensively in the wrestling.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how these guys do once they get into the later rounds, if it goes there, just because it's an exhausting fight back and forth, and it's 5-minute rounds.
And, as well, so Alan Olivas has used one of his groin strikes, so he has one remaining, and he also has 2 cage grabs left. Of course, there's not a foul taken away from an illegal, there's not a point taken away from an illegal foul. Why would we have the fouls, right?
It's kind of been the story of the night.
Well, in MMA. And a big exchange at the end of the round. Like we were saying earlier, both guys had success with the wrestling offensively and defensively. The exchanges were scrappy on the feet. Rojas does some really hard body kicks from that southpaw stance. Awesome first round. If you're a fan of MMA technique and making smart decisions in the grappling, then you like that.
Yeah, and this could come down to who's the more conditioned athlete. Like I was alluding to there a second ago, both these guys, this being their pro debut, are used to 3-minute rounds, stepping up to 5-minute rounds here tonight, and this aggressive clinch positioning and transitions is one of the most exhausting aspects of MMA. So
definitely, that's an extra 6 minutes onto the fight. That's an extra 2 minutes per round. That's a long time.
both these guys looking well conditioned though heading into round 2.
Yeah, now that each guy has felt each other's timing, felt each other's power and rhythms, let's see if they can start to open up on each other on the feet here. Reading the rhythms
Big
and
right
hard
hands.
hooks from Olivas. Olivas pressuring strong here. He has his hands clasped. Rojas doing a good job at digging an underhook. Rojas bringing a hard push kick up the middle. You know, even if those don't land, that just lets your opponent know, hey, there's some hot ones coming right up the middle, which will make you think about your next shot attempt.
Olivas looking for that right hand, follows it up with a head kick.
Hard straight punch lands from Rojas. Olivas looks to answer back with some aggression.
Nice knee up the middle by Olivas.
You know, Rojas's punches are coming straight down the middle. Olivas's are coming from the angles. Traditionally, usually the straight punches are going to beat you first.
Rojas able to secure the takedown, trying to ride on the back here. He has the over-under position, but no hooks just yet. Olivas does a good job.
Now it's Olivas on a single leg takedown. Olivas down on the ankles.
Eyes over the head of Rojas. Both these guys very sweaty though here in round 2. Able to slide out. Big takedown there by Rojas.
Rojas is able to scoop the legs this time as he lands the takedown, which is going to keep Allen from being able to move his hips. Allen is dangerous when he's scrappy and has his hips able to move. Rojas is saying, no, I'm heavy on those hips. I'm going to make you work for it. He's making him work for everything. Rojas landing hard punches here. No hooks here. It looks like he's underneath the neck on the choke, but he doesn't have the leg control.
Olivas trying to shake him off.
Alan Olivas is on top.
Both these guys very slippery now. Makes it hard to secure those chokes.
This is going to turn into a dogfight here, Matt.
Oh, big jumping knee there by Alan Olivas.
Flying knee from Olivas, and Olivas is looking to be aggressive on the neck. Rojas finishing the takedown. Looking to circle. Olivas is still on the neck.
This is tight.
Olivas clearing his hips, and Olivas has light here.
And Olivas has really been trying to find a home for that body kick. Let's see if he goes back to it as they separate the distance.
Both fighters seem to be tired. Rojas seems to be the more technical fighter. But both are still extremely dangerous and still scrappy and looking for the positions.
Yeah, both men have secured takedowns, but neither one really able to really lock down the position and stay there for an extended period of time. You can see Rojas trying to lock up the ankles of Olivas, but he's so good at sliding out and getting back to his feet.
Rojas is aggressive on that neck. Even without the control of his legs, he's still confident enough to get aggressive on that neck. You could still finish the choke there, of course, when you're under it. Looks like he's under it right here. He's getting underneath it. That's deep. Yikes. That's a tight choke. Rojas is on that. He's got a tight squeeze.
Just under a minute left in the round.
Olivas looking to punch his way out. He's looking to open up a money box.
Now he has a hook in. This is dangerous for Olivas.
Now Rojas is able to gain control of the lower body. He's underneath the neck, but he can't quite get his hands clasped. He's trying to strangle him with one arm. He's got him clasped. This is super tight here. This is a tight choke, but Olivas is fighting the hands and not giving up. "10 seconds left. We see 13. The clap says 10. Alan Olivas is a tough one here. Survives to the end of the round, saved by the bell.
It's been a crazy fight nonstop on the transitions and the clinch position. You know, neither person can settle in one spot. As soon as one gets one down, the other one pops right back up. So an exhausting and exciting fight to watch if you're a fan of the technical aspects.
Coming in on our final round of the fight. I think Olivas needs a finish in this round, which, as he's shown in those exchanges of the breaks, whether when they're grappling on the fence or out on the open, on those quick breaks, he's winging those hooks. He needs to look to sharpen up that stance and maybe shorten up those punches and look to connect there. Rojas landed hard strikes, setting up his takedowns. This is going to be a really interesting round here. This could come down to the battle of who wants it more.
Wild exchange here to start off round number 3. Olivas sprawl, circles to the back.
Hard punch from Olivas. Rojas handles it well, looking to answer back. He's got good feet underneath him. Olivas smacked him. Hard body kick from Olivas.
That one landed flush.
Put that combo together. 989.
Oh, big uppercut by Olivas, but countered by Rojas.
Rojas doing a good job of following him up to the feet, looking for the body lock. Olivas trying to control the hands and turn in. When Olivas goes back to the fence here, Rojas is going to look to change levels and scoop and score. Olivas still busy on the hands. This is a great battle here.
Yeah, really well matchup fight with these guys. Showing great skill sets everywhere, but especially in these clinch positions. Big turn in by Olivas. Looks like a bit of a slip there. It was hard to tell what exactly happened, but Olivas is on his back with Rojas on top.
Yeah, it looked like Allen looked to uncork a big power shot, and I couldn't tell if Rojas beat him to the punch and was able to knock him down, or if Allen slipped, a little bit of both, but nevertheless, Rojas is on top doing damage and also controlling the fight.
Olivas gets back to his feet. Trying to turn in once again.
And there's Olivas raining punches. Olivas with these quick, short bursts, showing life
Big
and landing
haymakers.
punches. Rojas answers back.
Crazy exchange here in round number 3. Nice sprawl by Alan Olivas. He cannot get taken down again here. He needs to land these big strikes.
Trip from Olivas. And a
Nice
big
knee.
knee.
What a great exchange here to end round number 3. Still 2 minutes left, though.
Yeah, a lot of time left in this round to work. Olivas seems to be energized here.
This is what he's going to have to do if he wants to get the victory. Oh, big right hand.
Big punch from Olivas. This is fight of the night here. Both guys leaving it all in the cage.
Rojas scores the takedown. See if Olivas can get back to his feet and give us another one of those exchanges.
Now it's Rojas doing the damage. Rojas looking to, cook these positions when he gets them. Olivas looking to just do wild damage and score. Rojas is on the neck. Aggressive. Rojas jumped on that neck fast. No control of the legs, but he's underneath the neck. As we saw Ben Askren finish Robbie Lawler with this choke, this is a really dangerous spot here if you're underneath the neck.
Rojas tries to sprawl out there. Does Olivas have enough to get back to his feet here? There's less than a minute left in the fight.
Yeah, if they can find a way up to their feet here on the break, it's going to be really interesting to see who's in a more vulnerable position. Allen coming out of this front headlock, trying to control the hands. I would imagine Rojas is going to be coming with some kicks and knees, possibly some big uppercuts. Here they come.
Allen
Olivas
circles
turns
off
the
the
corner.
cage. The hip pressure of Rojas is just too much for Allen to be able to get inside there and really secure a takedown of his own.
Rojas doing a good job keeping his hips back, staying heavy on the head. And just using pressure to control the fight. Rojas did a good job, and when he had good positions, he was able to cook them and stick them and own them. And, in a 5-round fight, or a 5-minute fight, 3 rounds, 15 minutes, those minutes add up to where if you can control a minute and a half here, a minute and a half here, 2 minutes here, eventually you've got over half the fight in your position. So, props to Rojas for being able to solidify those positions and cook the clock and, really get what I think is a sure win. I think he won every round. Olivas was tough and game the entire time and dangerous, but I think Rojas was able to just cook more time on the clock. Both guys did it. That was really entertaining. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great fight back and forth. Both guys making their name known now in the pro ranks, and I think we'll see more from their pro careers going forward. Steven St. John will give us the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Henry Geary scores the bout 29 to 28. Judge Brett Miller scores the bout 29 to 28. And Fernando Marquez scores the bout 30 to 27. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Chris Rojas.